Hello, this is Magdalene, and I hope you all will be safe in your house. And in this critical situation, we need to study like this, and so no, don't worry about it and don't worry about your marks. Be safe and take care of your health first. And another thing I want to tell you that take care of your life at this special time. Stay at home, don't go outside, follow social distancing, and be aware of this critical disease. Okay, and my dear students, good morning, and I hope this pie chart I have taught you already in the class, but still this is again a different schedule for you, and in this different time I want to teach you pie chart. Pie chart, it's different. It will be having the circular form, and it will be having some pods, and it will be having some data. With this we are going to write about pie chart. Pie chart, when you compare other subjects, even when you compare bar chart, this is the thing you can write so easily, because the framing of sentences will be simple and neat, and you don't want to put on more effort for writing the complicated sentences, because simple sentence is enough for writing pie chart. And when you take pie chart, you have to take care of 4 different things: beginner statement, composition of given data, comparison, overall conclusions. When you talk about beginner statement, when you read the question immediately, you can start that beginner statement using or getting the ideas from the question. That is what we call as beginner statement. And then next one is the content that you are going to take from the given data, that I call as composition of your ideas or composition of data. For example, suppose in this particular pie chart I am going to tell about Mr. Smith and his monthly income, and how he is going to spend his monthly income on 6 major things. So this data will be taken under composition of given data. But when I say Mr. Smith spends some amount or his monthly income on 6 different things, that particular statement will be beginning, and I call that as beginner statement. Using the question you can frame this. Next one is comparison. When you tell comparison, you are going to compare all the data given in the pie chart. So 6 different things you are going to compare. So you are going to compare among 6 different things, and that is why we call that as comparison. Here we are going to use comparative degrees, and how tactfully and intellectually we are going to use it. That's what we are going to see in this special thing, comparison. That is the third part. And fourth part, overall conclusions. In overall conclusions, you will have some conclusion, means always you collect all the points and then you put it under one statement. For example, you say therefore, and so likewise you add some expressions, and then you add all these ideas, composed ideas, into one particular suggestive idea. That is what you call as overall conclusions. Next is pie chart. So when you look at this pie chart, I said look at the question first, look at the pie chart which shows the different ways Mr. Gupta spends his monthly income. So when you look at this, you are getting some basic idea how he spends his monthly income on 6 different things. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 major things he is considering. First is 40%. Most of his income he spends only on food. And next to food, he spends mostly on, you just see where it is for rent. And then next to that, he is spending 20% for entertainment, and remaining all these 3 percentages are similar, and they are taking that for savings, they are taking that for wages, and then they are taking that for transport. So this is the view you should have in the mind. Using this main point, we are going to compose all the given data. So this is the given data. You can take the given data like this also: 20% for entertainment, 5% for savings, and 5% for wages, and 25% for rent, and 5% for transport, and again you are having 40% for food. So this is how you collect all those ideas and you put it in the form of a scheduled thing. You are ordering that according to the, even you can order like this, which is the highest one, I think food. So the order you can give, and when you write that, it's easy for you to write the comparative statements. But for composition of given data, that is not needed. You are collecting on the whole randomly. Next, what kind of verbs we are going to use here? Very simple verbs, we know that. See, spend, spent, spent is spending, was spending, had spent, have spent. All these things you can use here as verbs. So, even expense, expending, all those things you can use here. And here the words I have added here, expend, expense, expended, or else in the noun form you can take that as expenditure. Expenses, you can say huge expenses, overall expenses, reasonable expenses, valuable expenses, exclusive expenses, like that, inclusive expenses. You can add some more adjectives with this. And then you tell that as income, you are using that word here. And miscellaneous expenses, other expenses also you are looking into it. And that is how we are going to use words inside this pie chart. Next is comparison. What kind of degrees we are going to use for the comparison? Higher than, lower than, maximum, minimum, was increased by, was decreased by. Even if it is for plural, you can change that to where increased by, where decreased by, like that you can compare. Or higher than, is higher than, or was higher than, were higher than. Likewise you can add and you can compare and you put it in the comparative degrees. Next one is the words, again you can use for comparison. Was meager means very low, that is what I have given in the with a slash. And then was mostly high, was mostly low, and then this is how you are going to write for the remaining comparative degrees. And last one is overall conclusion. As I said, you are putting it in the proper order, and then at last you are going to give a punch statement. This is what happened in his monthly income. This is what he is doing using his monthly income. That is what you are going to conclude the statement or conclude the pie chart. So here order of data given, I have taken food first, next to rent, next to entertainment, because food is coming under 40%, rent 25%, entertainment 20%, and savings, wages and transport are coming under one similar percentage, that is 5%. So you can start that. That is what I say, the beginner statement. I am using that here. The given pie chart described the expenditure of Mr. Smith's monthly income on entertainment, rent, savings, transport, wages and food. And next one, I said using this statement you can write nearly for 6 particular things. First 2 alone I have taken here. He spent 20% of his income to entertainment. He spent 5% of his income to savings. He spent 5% of his income to transport. He spends 5% of his income to wages. He spent 25% of his income to rent, and he spends 40% of his income to food. And like this you can write. Then when you compare, you can use like he spent only less amount on wages, he spends more on food than on wages. Like this also you can use the comparative degree. With all these, when you complete the thing, that is overall conclusions, at that time what will you write? So therefore Mr. Gupta spends most of his income only on food. That is the basic point you are getting. And he spends mostly low in certain things. That is, see, when you see the sales and when you see the wages and when you see the transport, it is very meager and low. So you can use a comparative degree there and you can conclude the overall conclusions. And I have given the next one for your assignment. You can take this for assignment. This is for mobile sales. First one is iPhone FS, and then Samsung Grand, then Moto G, and then Nokia Lumia. So the percentage you can guess and you can write. So and you can make it a paragraph as I said, and I have given in the for the previous pie chart. So you can go through that, and if you are having any doubt, you can ask me. Definitely I'll help you. If you have any problem regarding that, you can also solve that by the help of the teachers. You can make a phone call. We are ready to help you at any time. So do this assignment and send me, or else you can try with the first one and you write that as assignment and send it via WhatsApp. So my dear students, be aware of all these things. You should not go outside. Be careful about it. Once again, this is my duty to tell that as a teacher, and be careful about your parents also. Take care of their health and be safe at home. With all these positive vibes, let me conclude and let me tell thank you, my dear students. Now take rest, stay at home, be safe, be happy and make others happy, and study for the exam. Thank you, my dear friends, and I conclude and I say bye.